you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A-plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had...
Okay, Coach, ponchos and slickers, usually a necessity buy whenever you make your way to Hard Rock Stadium this time of year. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 50, plant. 2 times. I love it. 3 out. Get it.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight ends on the loosey. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
This is Tomlinson. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight end's right. Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the set. Spy 56. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ready? Marino will throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Marino. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. It doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down. Slam.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
4 down. Check.
On first down, Tomlinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find the matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 times. Even. 4 down. Even. Watch 81, fellas. Watch 81. Switch it.
61. Matchbox lights.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a first down pickup.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch that in. You got three down. Check Mike,
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch 81. Let's get it together, defense.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch 14. Watch 14.
Draw play, Tomlinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 11. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check safety.
On the draw, this is Tomlinson. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Strong right. 3 down.
Look. Squeeze. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes his forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
We got 4. We got 4.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Ready. 10 over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And caught by Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
He's going to launch this thing. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. Gets past one man. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This time, the extra point up and good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
The 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Marino. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go again to Tomlinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Rush in, get it.
On first down, Tomlinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, baby. Turn up.
To throw is Marino. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Here's Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Man left. I love it. 3 down.
Hey, wahoo. Now.
2nd and 13. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What we got?
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Marino looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Balaj. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Let's go. 50, plant.
We got 4. We got 4. I got you, 88. I got you.
Second and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9.
After the interception, here's Marino. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Marino operating with third and long. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So give him the first down. First and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, here's Pirine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Ready, 60 or.
Right there, 56. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Marino will throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you were throwing it and defeated.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Go! 10-2 stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets to him again. Telvin Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Telvin Smith. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Balaj. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Watch tight end.
And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now it's Marino. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Down, 8, read.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you.